Okay, so this will be a little series on how to sharpen a plane blade. So I've already started here. You can see all the gray area and flattening the back of the plane iron. So the first thing you got to do, focus, is make sure, see, that's just about good. That needs a lot more work, and you can see how it's still shiny. That means that that has not been flattened yet. So the stone is hitting this, but not touching this. And this is the most important part, because that's where the blade touches the front tip. And if this is not flat, you can never really get a truly sharp edge. So I'll keep going and show you the progress as we go. I won't do it, it takes a lot of time, so just the beginning. So I'm going to use water stones. You got that, Johnny? All right, they soak in there. You got a little tray that comes with them, and this is my little bench hook. And the most important thing when you're working with water stones is use the whole stone. Okay, so I'm going to just do the front edge here, but I'm going to do the whole stone. If I go back and forth in just one spot, I'll cause a groove in the stone, because water stones they cut fast, but they also will then also create a groove, and you want to keep them flat. I'm putting just a little pressure on the front. This is merely a guide. You're not putting gorilla pressure, just a little downward pressure. Make sure that the blade stays in contact throughout. Check your progress. And you can see I still got quite a bit to do. So after you've done it for a little while, in a couple minutes, you want to make sure that you keep putting water on the stone. So I have a bucket here that I keep them in. And now I will take my coarse grit diamond plate and make sure the stone is flat. I know this stone is not flat because it's moving too smoothly over it. It'll basically get stuck to it. So for instance, we'll do this side, which I already flattened. And it's hard to push it over because suction forms when it is so flat. The underside is the finer side, and this is the coarse side. Okay. Now ready to go back to sharpening. Alright, so this is after about 15 minutes. And you can see up here on the top here, just still got a little bit more work to do. You'd be tempted to call it done at this point, but you're not. Alright, patience. You gotta get this really flat, and you only have to do this once. There's an old plane blade that I never used, and you can see it right there. So once we get this whole thing flat, you want to keep going, because once you go up in grits, and you didn't go deep enough to get everything at the same depth of flatness, then you're going to have to do this with higher grits, and that's a real pain in the ass. Alright. Okay. You can see the matte finish all the way across. Now we can start cleaning it up, bring it up to a nice polish. So this is one of my diamond stones. And I want to talk about this thing. It's like a glue sandpaper block, I think it's called. It's really cheap. I've had this thing for ever, and I'm not even close to using it. But what it does is you rub it, and it cleans the surface. So all the junk in there from all the shavings, it cleans it out. It gives it a fresh set of diamonds to cut better. You can use it on sandpaper to extend the life of sandpaper. So let's just say you have a bunch of junk in there. All you do is rub this, and it takes all the stuff out of the sandpaper, extends its life. Just a little helpful hint. So this is our progress so far. So those scratches we're going to try and get rid of, because those were from the previous grit. I've gone through 3 different grits. So right now you can see it's almost a mirror polish, but we want to try and get rid of those last pieces of scratches. Okay, so I figured we'd put a wrap on this. Use my final stone over here, and then a little strop. Sorry, the wire on the battery charging. And what we're left with mirror finish. And the beauty, like I said, is you only have to do this once. So I will never have to do this again. But that is pretty satisfying. It takes about an hour. But like I said, one shot deal. So never again will I have to do the back of this bad boy. It is done forever. So next time we'll talk about the business end. Getting this bad boy sharp, how to do it, different methods. And even this, you don't need all these stones and stuff. You can use sandpaper, called the scary sharp method. So, William, if you have a chisel that you want to sharpen up a little bit, you don't have to spend all this money. I'll show you how to do that one, nice and easy. And you could get just about the same results, without a doubt. So, all right, next we'll talk about this guy, the front end. All right, you can see it's already sharp right now. We'll sharpen it again.